Hey everyone, I'm just clean. Here. It's Tank Oscar Mike. I'm out in the garage just cleaning up some stuff. If you follow me on X, formerly Twitter, you might have seen a post. We went for a hike Sunday, which is yesterday, and we had planned on doing a 7.1 mile loop at Raccoon Creek State Park. I go to this park often. I'm really familiar with it. I know the names of the trails, and but on this particular trail, you're on a main trail called Heritage, and then it kind of splits off and goes back the way we came, like to make this little loop. And I was following the trail markers. We were having a good time. I wasn't paying attention. I think we were like 5 miles in or 4 miles in at that point, where that split is, and I missed the turn. And we continued on, and we followed that trail out till it met up with another trail called Appaloosa. And when I hit that trail, I realized that I had missed something. But at that point, we were almost 6.5 miles in, and we talked about it, but I made the decision just to do the larger loop, which goes around the park. Where we were, there was no short way to get back. Either way, if we went back to where I missed the turn, it would have been about the same, if not maybe a little bit longer than if we just did the big loop. So we did the big loop. Fortunately, we took extra water. We both had our Camelbaks completely full, 3 liters each. So we had plenty of water for the dogs and for us. Although I was being a little conservative at the end, because one thing about having a Camelbak in your pack is you can't tell how much water's left. And I wasn't quite sure, so I was being a little conservative. But when we got back to the truck, I still had plenty of water. We had treats for the dogs, so we were giving them some treats. I had a snack, a little snack bar, and Laura had a snack bar. But we could have used more, that's for sure. We burned a lot of energy. This was only our second hike of the year. The first hike we did a little over 5 miles, and it was rough. By the time we finished, man, I was sore. My knee hurt, my hip hurt. I felt bad for the dogs. I knew they were tired because they haven't been out a lot, and Danny's only six months old. In fact, she's getting spayed tomorrow, and this has only been her second real hike out in the woods and on the trails. But we all did it. We finished it. It was exhausting. We pulled probably over 20 ticks off of Danny in the parking lot. We didn't get that many off of Augie. Number one, I think they're harder to see on him. And number two, he's taller and he stays on the trail. He stays right in the middle of the trail, and rarely does he ever step off the trail. Also, when we hit water, he is likely to jump in that cold water and swim. And I don't know if that scares the ticks off, if they like let go or whatever, but we just didn't find that many on him. I think I pulled 2 or 3 off of him in the parking lot, and that was it. But Danny, we literally lost count. We were pulling so many off. They were just crawling all over her. It was crazy. So, but it was a good adventure. We got it done and we survived. We're all a little sore today, but nothing bad. No complaints. My plantar fasciitis I deal with my foot is acting up a little bit, but if I roll it out and stuff, I'll be fine. One thing that came out of it is I got to really test this pack. This is the Camelbak 14er I showed in another video where I was actually out hiking. And that was a short hike. This hike, I wore this the entire time. So 11.71 miles. And I had about 20 to 25 pounds in the back. That includes the starting weight with the 3 liters of water, which is like an additional 6.5 pounds, something like that. If you can see it, the suspension back on this that lets air in there is freaking amazing. It carried really well. I like the pockets on the belt to hold snacks. There's the snack I had, this little fig bar here. The straps are comfortable. Man, it was, 12, almost 12 miles. And I never once thought, oh my God, this pack is painful to carry. This is probably the most painful, the most comfortable pack I've ever owned. I've never owned one with like this type of suspension. And yeah, I'm floored. Like, never once did I even think to myself, man, this pack's bothering me or anything like that. Like, I honestly didn't notice it. I like forgot about it. That was the least of my worries, and it just never even thought about it until I got home. I'm like, man, that pack must have been really good because I don't ever remember it weighing down on me or anything. But the straps don't have a lot of padding, but they're really wide, and it was just super comfortable. So I give this, and it's a 30, I think it's a 32-liter pack. And when you put the 3-liter water bladder in there, it does protrude into the cargo area. So I think you're losing a little bit more than just the 3 liters when you put that water in there, because everything else in there did get a little tight. But like I said, comfort-wise, this pack I think is a win. Hopefully it's going to be durable enough and I won't have to worry about it. But man, feeling that breeze come through this pack while we were hiking that distance was phenomenal. Just can't speak highly enough about it. That's all I got. I'm gonna continue working here, cleaning up my workbench, and we'll see how far I get. This is Tango Oscar Mike saying 73. Take care.